Hello children, let's come back to our maths class. Today we are going to continue with our exercise 8.4. But before going to exercise 8.4, we have some points to remember. So let's take down the points that is related to exercise 8.4 so that it will be easy for us to complete our sums from exercise 8.4. So take down your classwork children. Get ready with your classwork. Take down your classwork, write down today's date and give the heading as points to remember. Give the heading points to remember. Refer page number 325 from your maths textbook. Refer page 325. So again, I am just going to take some of the points from page 325. So you can refer that page for the points. The first point, A intersection A dash is equal to 5. A union A dash is equal to yes, the whole sample space. Third point, if A, B are mutually exclusive elements, then P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B. Here are the third point. So I have given you 3 points. The first one is A intersection A dash is equal to 5. Second one, A union A dash is equal to S. The third one, if A, B are mutually exclusive elements, then P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B. Shall we copy down? Give the next heading as addition theorem on probability. We have two formulas over here. First one, P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. This is first one. This is for two events A and B. Suppose if you have 3 events. If you are talking about 3 events, P of A union B union C. This is equal to P of A plus P of B plus P of C. First you have to add all the probability of the 3 events separately. Then you have to subtract the intersections. Like you have to take minus P of A intersection B minus P of B intersection C minus P of C intersection A. B intersection C and C intersection B will be the same. So here you can add C intersection A or you can add A intersection C. One and the same. Both are same. So probability of A plus probability of B plus probability of C minus probability of A intersection B minus probability of B intersection C minus probability of C intersection A, and at the last you have to take the intersection of all the 3 events together, that is A intersection B intersection C. Okay, so we have taken down some of the points. I just explain you some of the points. So first, if you have a single event, okay, A, and if you take intersection of A and A dash, the answer is 5. That is, you will get an empty answer. If you take the union of A and A dash, it is the sample space. And if you have a mutually exclusive event, now what is the meaning of mutually exclusive event? That is, if I am talking about event A and if I am talking about event B, and if there is nothing common, if you have nothing common between A and B, then these two events are called as mutually exclusive events. If you are getting the meaning, children, what is the meaning of mutually exclusive events? There is nothing common between A and B. Then we have to take this formula. That is P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B. And we have two formulas. We have two formulas when you use addition theorem. One is P of A union B. That is P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. Actually, we are using the same formula here also. Here, the value for P of A intersection B is 0 because they are mutually exclusive. Mutually exclusive means there is nothing common between them. Okay, so just understand the meaning of mutually exclusive. I'll just give you one example if you want. If I take the event A as 2, 3, 4, 5 and if I take the event B as 1, 6, 8. Okay, so now if I'm just taking the intersection part over here, I don't have anything common in A and B. So this is empty, okay. So what you have to say is N of A intersection B will be 0. Okay, children? So that's why when you are talking about a mutually exclusive events, there is nothing common, and so what you get is the intersection part becomes 0. Nothing common. So you will get the answer is 0. So we have the formula for P of A union B as P of A plus P of B only for mutually exclusive events. And what is the formula for P of A union B other than mutually exclusive event? It is P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. This was about 2 event. If you are talking about 3 event, if we have 3 event, the formula is P of A union B union C. It's very easy to remember the formulas. Here it's P of A plus P of B. So instead of 2 event, here we have 3. So P of A plus P of B plus P of C. Okay. Now here they have taken the intersection of only 2 events because only 2 events are present. Here we have 3. Yes. So what you have to do? You have to take the intersection for two events separately. Like P of A intersection B minus P of B intersection C minus P of C intersection A, and the last sign is plus. The last term is with the positive sign and it is P of A intersection B intersection C. Then you have to take the intersection of all the 3 events together. Okay, children, so these are the points that you have to take down. Write down the points quickly. Okay, you have taken down the points, children. Now let's come back to our exercise. So write down the heading as exercise 8.4. Take down the first question. If P of A is equal to 2 upon 3, P of B is equal to 2 upon 5, P of A union B is equal to 1 upon 3, then find P of A intersection B. Write down question, the first question. The question is, if P of A is 2 upon 3, P of B is equal to 2 upon 5, P of A union B is equal to 1 upon 3, then find P of A intersection B. So we are just going to use the addition theorem on probability and we are going to get the answer. So first of all, let's write down what is given and what to find. Write down given. This is the first question. What is given to us? P of A is given to us. Then P of B is given to us. And also P of A union B is given to us. So P of A is equal to 2 upon 3. What is P of B? It is 2 upon 5. And P of A union B is 1 upon 3. So the given part, and we have to find out P of A intersection B. To find P of A intersection B. That are the given part and to find part. Given P of A is equal to 2 upon 3, P of B is equal to 2 upon 5, P of A union B is equal to 1 upon 3, and you have to find out P of A intersection B. So that are the formula used over here. I can just interchange the formula. See, we have the formula P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. So this two can be interchanged. I can take this to the side because this is minus, it will be turned to plus, and this is plus, it will turn to minus. So you can just interchange this two. So you make it here P of A intersection B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A union B. So I am just going to use this formula over here. I will use this formula because I have to find out P of A intersection B. So I take this formula P of A intersection B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A union B. Okay children. So now we are just going to substitute all the values. I know the value for P of A, that is 2 upon 3. I know the value for P of B, that is 2 upon 5. And I also know the value for P of A union B, that is 1 upon 3. Just substitute the values. Try to simplify it. And solve the like fractions first. This is 2 upon 3 and this is 1 upon 3. So I get the answer as 1 upon 3, 2 minus 1 will give you 1 and the denominator is 3. So 1 upon 3 plus 2 upon 5. 1 upon 3 plus 2 upon 5. Now we have to just cross multiply and get the answer. 5 ones are 5, 3 twos are 6, 3 into 5, 15. So what's the answer? It's 11 upon 15. This is the formula you just mentioned here. This is the solution part. So we have found the answer as 11 upon 15. Clear with the sum? Okay, now let's go for the next question. You can just state on the two formulas that I have given to you on the top. You can write down with a pencil for your reference. If you have completed this, state on the next question. Copy down question number 2. The second question is, A and B are two events such that P of A is equal to 0.42, P of B is equal to 0.48 and P of A intersection B is equal to 0.16. Do not read it as 0.16, you have to read it as 0.16. You know how to read the decimal numbers. Find the first subpart is P not A, the second subpart is P not B, the third subpart is P A or B. Comment on the question. A and B are two events such that P of A is equal to 0.42, P of B is equal to 0.48 and P of A intersection B is equal to 0.16. Find the first subpart P not A, the second subpart P not B and the third subpart P A or B. Okay, let's write out the given part over here. Sum number 2 given. P of A 0.42, P of B 0.48, P of A intersection B is equal to 0.16. Here are the values that is given to us. Have you taken up the given part? Now let's go for the first subpart. The first subpart is to find out P not A. So take the first one, P not. Okay, this is what you have to find. It's very easy. P not A is equal to 1 minus of P A, probability of A. 1 minus probability of A. P not A is equal to 1 minus probability of A. I know the value for probability of A, that is 0.42. So just put here 1 minus 0.42. Substitute the value. I get 1 minus 0.42. Let's simplify this. So you should know how to simplify these numbers. This is 1, you can write it as 1.00. This is 0.42, 8, this becomes 9, this becomes 0, so 5. Answer is 0.58. So I have found the answer for P not A. The answer is 0.58. Copy of the answer. So we have found the answer for P not A. That is 1 minus P of A, that is 1 minus 0.42, which is equal to 0.58. Let's go for the second subpart. The second subpart is P not. P, come on, try out the sum, children. The same procedure, but here it was not A, so I took P of A. Here it is not B, that means you have to take P of B. So 1 minus P of B. Substitute the values and get the answer. So P not B is equal to 1 minus P of B. Put the value for P of B, it is 0.48. So 1 minus 0.48. Very easy calculation. Again you can just use the same procedure. So 0.48. So this is 10, this is 9, this is 0. 10 minus 8, 2, 5, 0. The answer is 0.52. So we have found the answer for both the subparts. P not A, that is 0.58. P not B, that is 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. 0.52. Have you done, children? Okay, now coming to the third subpart. What is the third subpart given to you? P of A or B. Yes, A or B. So when you are talking about P of A or B, you have to just assume that P of A union B is given to you. Okay, children? So P of A or B means P of A union B. If it is AND, you have to take it as intersection. If it is OR, you have to take it as union. So P of A or B means P of A union B. So we know the formula for P of A union B. Yes, children? Yes. The formula is P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. We know all the three values. P of A, P of B and P of A intersection B. All the three values are known to us. So just write down here. P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. So this is equal to 0.42 plus 0.48 minus 0.16. I just substitute the value. So now you have to just simplify it further. Come on, add it and then subtract. First you have to add 0.42 and 0.48 and then you have to subtract 0.16 from the getting answer. Add 0.42 and 0.48. After getting the answer, you have to subtract 0.16 from it. Try to work it out. Do not wait for my answer. You have to get the answer before I write the answer. Okay, let's check the answer, whether your answer and my answers are correct. I'll just do the working part here. 0.42 plus 0.48. First add this to 10, 9. 0.90 minus 0.16. This is 10. This becomes 8. The answer is 0.74. I hope you are getting the correct answer. I hope your answers were correct. So we have found the answer. It is 0.74. So just write down the answers over here. Okay, children. So we have completed three subparts. So not A means 1 minus probability of A. P of not B means 1 minus probability of B. A or B. A or B means it is P of A union B and we know the formula. It's P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B and we know all the values over here. So we have to just substitute and we have to get the answer. So when you just do the calculation, be careful with the decimal points. Okay, so this was our sum number 2. Now you are going to take down sum number 3. Copy down question number 3. The question, if A and B are two mutually exclusive events of a random experiment and P naught A is equal to 0.45, P of A union B is equal to 0.65, then find P of B. So here they are saying that the events are mutually exclusive. That means A intersection B is equal to 0. I'll just write down the given part here. Given A and B are mutually exclusive events. That means there is nothing common between A and B. Therefore, P of A intersection B is equal to 0. Nothing. There is nothing common. So the probability will also be 0. The number of intersection will be also 0. Write down A and B are mutually exclusive. Therefore, P of A intersection B is equal to 0. Okay, now just see the next thing that is given to us. They are saying that P of not A is equal to 0.45. Right. P of not A is equal to 0.45. That means I don't know the value for probability of A. So I have to find out the value for probability of A. So probability of A will be what? Here the question is to find out probability of B, but from this part I will find out probability of A. Write down here. Probability of not A is equal to 1 minus P of A. Already this formula we have used in our previous sum. So probability of not A is equal to 1 minus P of A. So I just put this value 0.45 is equal to 1 minus P of A. As it is, because I don't know the value. I am just going to interchange the values. I will take this, interchange them. I get here P of A is equal to, the minus will turn to plus, and this is 1 minus 0.45. 1 minus 0.45. So what do you get here? 1, 0.45. So 5, this becomes 0.55. Okay. So we were given that A and B are mutually exclusive. So I have found that P of A intersection B is equal to 0. They have given the value for P of not A. So from P of not A we have found the value for P of A. Here are the steps. Okay, now what else is given to us? We also know the value for P of A union B is given to us. Write down here. P of A union B is equal to 0.65. Write down. P of A union B is equal to 0.65. So now what we have to find out? We have to find out probability of B. To find P of B. Write down the given part and write down the to find part. Have you taken out, children? So what was given to us? A and B are mutually exclusive. So we have found this step. P of A intersection B is equal to 0. We know P of not A is equal to 0.45. So from this step we get P of A is equal to 0.55. And also we know the value for P of A union B, which is equal to 0.65. Now what is the thing that you have to find out here? It's probability of B. So very easy, we are just going to use the formula and we are going to get our answers. Now since this is a mutually exclusive event, we can write down the formula as P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B. No need to mention the intersection term because you know that this answer is going to be 0. So no need to mention this term. You can directly write down P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B. So now we are just going to substitute the values over here. So I know the value for P of A union B, I know the value for P of A. So just substitute the values. I get therefore 0.65 is equal to P of A is 0.55. 0.55 plus P of B. That's what you have to find out. So just bring this number to the left hand side. I get 0.65. Now this is plus. So when it comes to the left hand side, it turns to be negative. So minus 0.55 is equal to P of B. This is a direct calculation. I get here 0, 1, 0. If you want, I will just show over here. 0, 1, 0, 0.10. This is equal to P of B. So just complete your answer. Probability of B is equal to 0.10. Highlight your answer. So we have found the answer for P of B. Okay, so I hope you have completed the sum. So just remember the formulas. Okay, so if you have the mutually exclusive event, you have to use this formula. And if you have the event which is not mutually exclusive event, then here we have one more term, minus P of A intersection B if it is two events. If you have three events, you know how are the formulas. Okay, children? So you have to be careful with the formulas. So you have to read the question properly, you have to understand the question properly, and you have to apply the formulas and get your answers. Okay, so we have completed the first three sums from exercise 8.4, and I want you to take on your homework as from 8.4 you will complete the fourth sum and the fifth sum. This will be your homework. Fourth and fifth will be your homework. Out of the homework questions, children. So you are going to complete sum number 4 and sum number 5 as your homework. Do not waste your time. Prepare your sums. Practice your sums. Just do not look into the sum. You have to just solve your sums and you have to practice. Okay, children, and I will be continuing with the remaining sums in the next class.